So thank you for being here today with me, Caroline. I really, really appreciate it. You've become this kind of mum across the community, and everyone, every time we jump on, because we have a call obviously, as you know, every week, every time you join, it's kind of like my mum's there looking over the group. So thank you for taking the time to sit down with me today. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Really, it's so for those that don't know, Caroline, you are a coach within Launch You, and you help people break through with their online business, things that they're struggling with, and all types of stuff from, I mean, you'll be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but you cover pretty much most of the things with regards to building a business. I just kind of wanted to ask you, do you enjoy being a coach? Like, I mean, I'm going to ask you in a minute how Launch You has changed your life, but I'm guessing that's one of them, being able to be a coach and help and mentor hundreds of people. But if we was to dig in and I said, what is it about coaching that you really enjoy? What would be your answer?
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Great opportunity to be here with you as well, my son.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm going to call you a young Jedi for some reason. But yeah, no, coaching. I found coaching by accident. It wasn't something I was looking for. Because like a lot of people, you know, joined SFM as it was back then, now Launch You, and it was largely affiliate marketing, and that was what I was looking for, was to start my own business as an affiliate to earn passive income and have the time to do the things I enjoy.
Yeah.
Turns out I really enjoy coaching.
Yeah.
Turns out I really enjoy teaching others, and I find it so fulfilling to help others make progress in their, not just in their business, but in their life as well. See the
It's
growth.
a nice feeling, isn't it? Like,
I get such a buzz from doing it. So I do one-on-one coaching sessions, but I also do group coaching sessions, and I do teaching sessions, and I love all of them. But I get off those calls, and it's like I don't need to take drugs. I'm on such a just a natural high from just being able to just be myself. I don't need to please anybody or pretend to be anything I'm not. And just share my experience, you know, my skills that I've gained through going through this journey myself. And for other people to benefit from those, and to inspire, motivate, and educate and empower other people in their lives. It's just such a privilege, to be honest.
I think that's maybe what a lot of people get misunderstood about coaching, is they think they need to be an actual expert in that field to be able to coach, whereas you don't. I mean, you just need to know something that maybe someone else doesn't, and provide value and help them with that thing. So no, I totally get it. I mean I've had coaching as well throughout my journey, and just having that over the shoulder kind of, right, you're doing this right or you're doing this wrong, I mean, it's just game changer for anything. It's like, let's use like an analogy, right? Let's say you wanted to become a chef. You're like, right, my goal in life was I wanted to become a chef. Just having like Gordon Ramsay standing next to you, looking over you saying, that's on for too long, or take that off. Just having you there to help and support members. I mean, I know firsthand, because I see it all the time in my community. People are always saying, oh, Caroline's coaching, Caroline's training. So, I mean, you do an amazing job. And that's why you're the mum of the group. So you definitely have that natural care for wanting to help and coach members. So it's amazing to see. So, but away from the kind of helping others, let's dig into a little bit more about you. If I said, what was your wow moment through your journey, through going to what you did before Launch You and online business? What was the moment where you kind of thought, wow, you know what, this could actually really work for me? What was that moment?
Yeah, thank you, Dan. I'll never forget it. It was the 30th of August, 2019, in Toronto.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah.
So I joined, as it was, SFM back then in 3rd of May in 2019.
Yeah.
Found this, thought, I don't know what this is, but I need to do this.
Yeah.
This is what I need in my life right now. I can't explain why. There was a real emotional connection with it all. But I wanted to start my own business because I wanted freedom to travel, ride my motorbike more.
And that's why we're chatting now.
Exactly. That's definitely something we've got in common.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get onto that in a minute.
And the freedom to just live life. I'd done all the training. I threw myself in. I thought, you know, I'm an intelligent woman. I can do this. You know, if all these other people can do it, there's no reason why I can't. Threw myself into all the training, and the first stage of the marketing that I was doing is to, you know, attract people online, to put an advert out there, and get somebody to see the ad, resonate with it in some way, and take action. So click onto a landing page and give their name and email address, and from there you then nurture them to hopefully they buy something, you get commission from it. But that first stage of getting that first person to see my ad, click on it, get to that website, that web page, and actually give me their personal details, their name and email address. We call it a lead or a subscriber. When that came in, so I'd set myself a goal. So I started marketing after doing all the training, did all the setup, did all the theory and everything for a couple of months. set up all my marketing funnels, put my first advert out there on the 19th of August. I remember that day because I was in Toronto. I went to Toronto to actually hang out with the people in the community. They had an event, a live event, and I went out there. And while I was sitting in my hostel in Toronto, that's when I launched my first ads.
Yeah.
And I'd set myself a goal of getting my first subscriber by the end of August.
Yeah.
And I visualised, imagined it was going to come in while I was at this event with all these people and the buzz and the energy and everything.
Yeah.
And I was desperate that it had to work.
Yeah,
because that was the proof and the validation that not just this concept works, but that I could do it.
Yeah, well, that self-belief kind of thing.
Exactly. That I've got the skills, I've got the the ability to do this myself.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come in on that Sunday when we were all together, and I was going to the toilets in the middle of the event, checking my phone. No, it hasn't come in. No. And I was like a bit dejected. I was like, doesn't work. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Next morning, I'm sat in a cafe, sat there with the CN Tower. I can see out the window, and I'm just sort of getting ready to fly home. And I'm sat there eating my breakfast. My phone's sat on the table, and just this little ping of a little email pops in, and I'm like, oh, what's that? I look at it, and it's my first lead, and my first subscriber.
Yeah.
And I was sat there, I was on my own, and I was just like, wanted to do this little happy dance.
Yeah. Oh no, no one's around. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I need to tell somebody. I was like, it's happened. And then I was like, oh my God, now what?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that moment of like, not just it works, but it works for me.
You can do it.
Self-belief
thing again.
Completely.
And I resonate with that story because I had a very similar experience. Funny enough, my first subscriber came from Canada. So how strange is that? But yeah, I had the same thing with my first sale. It was I was laying on my bed on my phone, and I just got the same ping. You've just made a commission online, and that was like, oh wow! Like I actually went running downstairs to my partner to say, look, I've done it, and that was just like whether it's a subscriber, whether it's a sale, whether it's building a website. These moments are so key in succeeding online. Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but have you ever heard of Mr. Beast on YouTube? Is one of the biggest on YouTube, and a lot of people watching this video will know. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but one of his first videos went viral, right? And he got loads of views. And then after that, he tried again and tried again. He just could not do it. And he shot, I think I watched him say this the other day, he shot hundreds of videos, nothing, just could not get viral. But that early win is what gave him that motivation to think, well, I've done it once, I've had the little win, I can do it again. And look at where he is today. So whether it's building a first website, landing page, an email list, an ad, a lead or a sale, regardless of what it is, these small wins are so key. And that's why you and I are here today, because we put the work in to get those small wins in the beginning. So yeah, kudos to you.
So just an example, so I got my first lead in August, and then I was like, right, this works. So I carried on, and I was like, assumed that everything else would just follow from there. Then I'd start making sales, and and I'd be a millionaire and all the rest of it. Not what I wanted, but but I didn't get my first sale till January. So August and January, that was a tough time. Yeah. But like you say, if I hadn't have got those first early results, I would have like, this doesn't work. It's not for me. You know, it's for these young kids or these other people. But yeah, it's that plus the community and the support and being surrounded by other people. You know, giving you the support, guidance and nurturing and belief, because you can see other people doing it.
And I think that's so key, because when you think about, you was up here, you got a big buzz, like yes, first lead, and then it's kind of fighting it, and the months go on, and then it's like, but if you imagine you were putting content out there or creating ads and you wasn't getting the leads, it's like, how long do you keep going before you think, well, maybe I just can't do this? And a lot of members go through this, whether it's getting leads and not making a sale and not being able to get leads. I mean, that's the hardest thing with building a successful business. As you know, it's solving a problem. And if you're not solving that problem, or you're not resonating with people or getting the correct message, how long before you think, maybe I just can't do it, or the message isn't right? So to get that first early win, like we said, is so important. But I see this in a lot of members. They will, again, whether it's getting leads, getting sales, building a website, regardless of what the goal is, look at what happened because you stuck to it. You thought, right, I'm just going to keep going. I've had a little win. Now again, I can't express enough. It doesn't matter whether you make $1,000 commission or you build your first landing page. It's too far between, but it's the wins that think, right, you know what, I've done that. Now let's move on to the next goal and the next goal. And you did. You pushed through, and then lo and behold, your first sale come in. So, and now we're in Portugal today, balling in this sun. So it really goes to show that commitment is so key. And again, coming back to the coaching, accountability. And if that's something that you are struggling with, accountability will get you there. Like just having you in someone's corner to say, right, this is wrong. Someone who's been in the trenches and done what a lot of people struggle with. That's why coaching is so important. So. And
don't forget, I coach a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I've now seen so many people go through the journey.
Yeah.
And I know, because I've been there myself, what it's like. I know where they get stuck and why they get stuck. So because of that breadth of experience that I've got. People who come to me who are in that stage of I haven't had that win, or I haven't had the next win, or it's been too long between wins, and I'm starting to self-doubts creeping in and questioning, is this the right path for me? Have I wasted my money? All these doubts. Coming to a coach like us, and they, we can say, right, where are you? What have you done? Where are you up to? Did you, and there might just be one little piece of knowledge they're missing, or one little step or something, something that's not working, and we can just pinpoint it because we've got the experience.
Exactly.
And help them.
I think when people, when they hit like a problem or a struggle, do you often find that people think it's just them with that struggle, when really there's been probably 50 people the day before that experienced exactly the same thing? And I think that's what's so powerful about what you do with coaching within Launch, because you see all the problems that everyone experiences. So when people think, oh, I just can't do this, you're literally one question and answer away from solving that problem. And I think this is where maybe some people not go wrong, but I think get the help and support, because that's what's going to get you there. Trying to do this on your own is hard enough anyway, so why just make your journey easier by getting the support? And then just the final thing I wanted to ask you was, what would you say, if we were to kind of summarise, how would you say Launch You has changed your life, whether it be coaching, helping people? If we was to narrow it down and you said, Dan, do you know what it's this? What would that be, do you think?
Well, first of all, how long have you got?
I suppose, we could.
Hasn't changed in my life. I mean, the transformation is just like too much to talk about. But if I nail it down to one thing, it's I have control over my life. I now have, because of the skills I've gained, because of the people I hang around with, because of the type of business I run. I get to do what I want when I want. I'm my own boss, and I get to call the shots. And benefit, or reap the rewards, or the consequences of anything I do. It's all down to me now. So I get to choose to be. I get to choose.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I probably should have thought before asking you that question, because you are right, there is so many things. I mean, I was talking about this earlier, and it's like, what a lot of people, again, probably don't realise is money's great, right? The financial side of things, that's why majority of people start, is because they want more money. But you don't realise it's like, I mean, just the first thing that comes to my head, even being home for the postman. Do you know what I mean? Just, there's so many aspects to life, whether it be money, freedom. I mean, that's why in Launch You learn health, wealth, self and social, because it literally improves all for your health, your wealth, yourself and your social. So, I mean, I probably should have allowed more time before asking that question, but
if you asked to get me on that question, I could go on for hours, because it has changed every part of my life. And that's the weird thing, because when you're an entrepreneur, so regardless of what type of business, but especially when you run your own business for yourself, by yourself, you are your business. And one of the biggest things I've learned is that if you don't know how to make, to operate yourself, and what support and guidance and structures you need to operate yourself at the best way all the time, and look after your mental health, your physical health, so make sure you've got a social life, so you're not too focused on work. Actually that reaps rewards in your business, but also in, across your life, and the two become very intertwined, is what I've found.
Whether it's coaching, whether it's consulting, website building, being an affiliate, e-commerce, I think every aspect of online business will allow you to do that if you do it right. And it's, I mean, you'll know as well as I do, getting from A to B isn't actually that hard. Like, I'd imagine when you started, the same as me, you looked at people 2 years down the line and thought, they're so far away. And now we are those people we've seen a year ago, 2 years ago. Exactly. So it's like, if for people watching now, if you're thinking that I want to get to that point that Caroline's at, or Dan's at, whatever, everybody can get there. It's just, I think you need commitment, and you need to allow yourself to ask for the help and support, because, like I said, don't go down this journey on your own. That's why people like you, Caroline, are really powerful, because you get people from A to B. So I mean, I appreciate you, Caroline, as always. Like I said, the mum of the group, and I appreciate you. My mum's probably going to watch this and think, well, hang on a minute, but no, this, I mean, you've just been absolutely great, and I love it every time you're on IC. So I appreciate everything you do, and thanks for taking the time to have a chat with me today.
Pleasure, Dan. Thank you.
Awesome. Guys, warm, isn't it?